weren't they named, like, all of the rockets were, like, the paired rockets or whatever, named after, like, old-time villains?
Jesse James?
Jesse James and Butch Cassidy. Right? Yeah. Any other questions?
Question for you. Just from earlier, you made a comment about your teaching styles and stuff. And I went to an anime convention in St. Louis a couple years back, and Robert Axelrod was there.
I know.
And he's a great guy. He's a wonderful guy to talk to. And way you were saying you don't like doing the teaching style, that's the way he was trying to show us, is he was actually bringing us up to the front, and he was actually giving us these cue cards. He's like, read this, and then he would actually be like, ignore everybody out here, just look straight at me. And he was showing us what a director would try to teach you how to reflect.
But would you be working in a room full of 25 people if you were recording?
No, but that's what he was trying to tell us too.
So why should you worry about ignoring people in a room that you would never have to ignore? Unless you were performing on stage. You know, I played to huge audiences. You know, I played to 55,000 people in one concert, okay? What you do is you make them one person. So that's a trick to do. But voiceover work? Why should I care about being able to funnel out a crowd full of people? That's not what I'm doing. Now, he's an actor. He's done on stage. You know, he's on camera actor. So he's got a crew that's usually on a set if he's doing that. Because he's physically doing it. So I could see being able to filter out that. So I'm just having the scene with this guy.
He was giving us like commercial, like small short commercials.
But look, opinions are like, you know. But, you know, that's my approach to it. I learned from someone who was just a great teacher with voice work. And I just feel one-on-one. Why wouldn't you want to work one-on-one? Right? All right, we got speed round. I got 2 minutes.
What about like for video games?
Yep.
Is that the same? Like you said, cartoons and all those things.
Right.
They'll screw you over. But is there a union or whatever for
video games? You know, as the industry starts to pay attention to the fact that wait a second, there's all these other things that we can make money off of as an agent and things like that, they start to try to incorporate them. The union can't necessarily keep up with all of the different types of media that's out there. You know, the internet blew their mind. They didn't know how to keep track of ads that appear, and you know, there's a whole different pay structure for that. Video games normally, like when we're doing the cartoon-based video games, it's a flat fee. There's no back-end residuals, but they pay more for that short amount of time. It might be a 2-day session, but you go in there and you've got like 100 reacts to read, or you've got, you know, I play my Blue Eyes White Dragon, here's 9 different ways to say it, and that's what they put in the game, and you get one check, thank you very much, but that's a buyout as well. Normally it is. They don't want to have to pay those residuals. You know, to keep track of that. Could you imagine? I mean, what's a
video game sold?
Every video game sold, and then having to pay that. Now there are some actors, of course, when they get stars to do it, I'm sure they work out deals. But the average people that you have doing this stuff, no. And that's, once again, that's fun and a good chunk of change, but then just forget about it. You're not going to walk to your mailbox, you know, a month from now and go, hey, look, I got another check. All right, in the back.
Do you ever get a say in plots, like? Or,
Nope. Nope. Not unless I'm completely rewriting a show. I worked on a very silly show called Go-Go Riki, which was a Russian show with little round creatures. Hilarious show. And I wrote about 10 or 15 of those episodes from scratch. And what's crazy was the lip flap was all weird shapes and things like that. But we'd look at the original story and say, this is not working, and rewrite it using the same footage and just coming up with completely different storylines. But most of the time, when it's a bigger product, the creators choose what we do, and we just adapt. So, all right, what else? Yes?
Would you say a line instead of Kaiba?
Joey Wheeler's a dog.
Thank you.
Brock. You haven't done Brock yet.
Well, there are some girls here, and that's kind of cool. I've got my rice balls. Squirtle. All right, guys, thanks for being a part of this, all right? You have a good one.